everyone, welcome to another process video. I'm Jenny and I'm just showing you what I'll be using today. So this collection is from Kaiser Craft called the Bluebell collection, and I'm also using a chipboard, 12 by 12 chipboard pieces from Crate Paper from the Love Notes collection, and this is for a in-house, in-store craft demonstration day that I am doing some craft lessons for at Spotlight here in my town. And I've been given a couple of collection packs and these chipboards, so I paired some together and this is what I've come up with. So I don't like these florally papers, but I really like the way that I teamed what I consider to be papers that I don't like with a chipboard collection that I do really like, and I end up really liking the end result. So sometimes it's a matter of pairing things up with some things that you love and some things that you don't really love, and seeing what you come up with at the end and seeing if you love it. So this design was scrapped and lifted from Jen Scale, and she did this design with a 6x6 paper pad, showing you how to use a 6x6 pad and getting the most out of your paper. And I really liked just the simplicity of this design, so I thought that I would give this one a go. So all I've done is cut a 6x6 square for the photo in the middle, and also a strip of paper to go underneath the photo. And then all the embellishments will go on the vertical in the center of this page. So I'm just fussy cutting this flower here. So I've pulled off a chipboard little tape there that says our love songs, and I've put that little banner up there as well, you and me, and so I wanted something that the banner could actually sit on, so I just used that piece of paper. So with this layout I need to use the paper sparingly because it's a free scrapbooking class offered by the store, so you know, I'm just trying to not have it as an expensive class for the day. So a simple design that people can follow, and one that's not going to cost a lot of money, so they will just share papers and the little chipboard elements, etc. So I've put a little strip down the bottom and a strip from the sticker sheet that was in the pack, and I also added one to the top. But when I stuck it on, I realized that it was not quite a true 12 by 12 and I had a gap at one end. So I just pulled that off and went for this little floral strip, which I really liked at the top. So here I go, I'm just trimming down these little bits of paper and putting the little band underneath that photo mat. And I'm sorry I keep sticking my head in there, I keep pulling my chair in, and every time I pull my chair to get me closer, my head goes into the frame. So working with the iPhone, it's got a tighter camera shot than I was used to with my iPad. So I've just decided that I was going to mat that photo. Just felt like it needed a little something on the pink page, or the peach page I should say. And it just needed a little bit of something extra, so I just used a little bit of that blue floral paper, and that helped to bring some more of this blue into the center of the page. And there I go, just putting these little strips of paper on the sides, and it looks like, you know, it goes all the way across, but it doesn't. So just sticking this down now to the center, and there you go, and trying to work out where I'm going to stick this flower piece, how high up I'm going to have it, and how far down I want that little tape player to be. So just having a little bit of a fiddle. I liked it tucked underneath the photo, so I was just having a look at what it looked like not tucked underneath the photo, and I didn't particularly like that. So just pulling out some foam tape so that I can have this photo up with a little bit of dimension underneath it, and just keeping this little flowered element flat, because the chipboard You and Me banner gives a little bit of dimension to that area anyway. I'm just trying to work out which way I wanted to be pointing up, which part of the flower, and because sometimes it's hard to tell whether the flower is supposed to be pointing down or up, but I've gone with the leaves being up for this one. And just putting the photo down, and then I just use a little bit of wet glue on this Remember This moment to keep that stuck. And I just pulled out this little banner. I was toying with using the banner on one of the sides, but I decided to leave that there for another time, and I've grabbed these little sticker tabs, and so I'm just tucking, cut them in half and just tucking them on either side of that little flower element, just to bring some more pattern and different texture into the page. And I also cut that dark strip in half as well, and pop that one to the side, and pop these little stickers on, and one says beautiful and one says friends, and in the end you can hardly see the one on the left, but that's okay, there's a tiny little bit poking through. I perhaps would have just scooted that little one to the left up a little bit, but it's okay. So there's the wet glue, just adding to the words and trying to work out the best place for that, squishing it down, and I'm looking to think, is there anything else I might like to add? I'd like to add a little bit more. It's looking a little bit blank, and I found this little frame, so it's like a little Polaroid frame, or negative frame I should say, and I was going to use that other little piece that was inside of that, but in the end I decided that that wasn't going to work. But I wanted to add something to the right hand side of the page, so I played with the circle element, and that didn't work. So these are great because they can pull out, and you can, you know, just put them down and just put them back on if you don't like them. So I will have to actually go through and put some wet glue on the back of all of these, because I only made this video like an hour ago and they're already coming off the page. So chipboard seems to not stick very well when it's an older line, so I'll just need some wet glue under that. So here I am, I'm just putting these brackets. I know that I want a little bit more colour underneath this area, and I was going to put it on the side of the tape, but I thought that looked silly, so I end up just tucking it underneath there, and I really like the way that looks. And I'm looking at it thinking, I think that I'm pretty much done, apart from moving and fiddling with those little pieces. So I'm going to add my ink, and that's going to be it. So I will end up giving you some close-ups, and I will put the stills on for you, and I will see you next time. Bye!